The Two Fiverr Lies. If you've been around for any length of time, you know me at all. I'm a pretty chill guy, not confrontational. I don't like to mix it up. I let people live their life. I'll live mine. But when it comes to lying and manipulation to try to keep other people down so that they can get ahead, that's where I draw a line. And enough is enough when it comes to Fiverr. And not just Fiverr, but any kind of new kind of marketing channel. And that's why we're going to talk about the two Fiverr lies today. This is important, so I hope you'll hang around for that. Hello and welcome to the Daily Voiceover Huddle. My name is Bill DeWeese. If you're brand new to this channel or to these morning live streams, morning for me, may not be for you, but I'm glad you're here. Every day we get together for just a few minutes so I can share a positive thought, something that's encouraging, that's helpful, that's useful to help you make more money in voiceover. That's what this entire channel of around 1,300 videos is all about. Over 80,000 subscribers. Thanks to you. I appreciate your subscriptions. And yesterday we had a banner day. We had over 70 people on the live stream and 100% participation on likes. 100% likes with that many people. That is amazing. Thank you for that. And as I've said before, it's when you do that, yeah, it makes me feel good, but this is not what those are for. When you like a video and you give it a thumbs up, what it does is it encourages YouTube to share that video with other people who are looking for similar information. So if you're wanting to help out other folks who are getting involved in voiceover, the best way you can do that is to simply, when you like a video, to give it a thumbs up. And that really helps to tweak the algorithm to do that. So, as a voice actor full-time and a coach and a demo producer, I've been recording voiceovers now for 18 years. I've recorded over 10,000 paid voiceover projects. I've authored a couple of books on the topic. My latest is Get Paid Using Your Voice, Get Found, Get Heard, Get Hired. And in case you're not aware, the link to the digital download of this is available below in the description. Also, speaking of ways to make money in voiceover, if you've been around for any length of time, you also know that every month I do a live online training event. Sometimes it's me, sometimes I invite in other experts who have specific expertise in an area. And that's what's going to be happening this coming Tuesday night. So 6 days from today. Burke Allen. Burke's been around the block a few times. He's a former national program director for the CBS radio network, but got into the public relations business many, many, many years ago. I say many, many, many years ago. He's not that old, but he's done it for quite a while. He has his own public relations firm, Burke Allen Media Strategies in Washington, D.C., where he's, as I put it before, if you want to get on Oprah, he's the guy to see. That's what he does. He helps people get visibility. He also does artist management. Singers, bands, performers, authors, all of that kind of stuff. He's a very, very savvy marketer. And he has agreed. I asked, and he agreed to do a class on teaching you how to leverage earned media, public relations, free advertising to get exposure for your voiceover business. As you've heard me mention probably before, it was exposure through a local newspaper that caused me to be doing what I'm doing today. And it was accidental. It wasn't even on purpose. I had no intention of coaching. I wasn't trying to get publicity to launch a business or grow a business. But all of a sudden, people started asking for help. And now, I've served thousands over the past, several years doing voiceover coaching. And that's the reason you're here. It all started because of a paper, an article in the little local newspaper here in the village in which I live. So if you haven't signed up for that class, link is below in the description. It's going to be, we limit it to 100 seats. So make sure, virtual seats. So make sure you get yours. It's going to be killer. I'm really, really excited about it. And I hope that you will be there for that. So let's talk about the two lies of Fiverr. There's always, it always seems that when there's something that's talked about, promoted, that nobody else has ever done, or that very few have done, or that hasn't been accepted by the voiceover establishment or community, whatever that means, that if you try to do this new thing, and you guys know this, and if you've had an experience, you want to share it in the chat, do so. And I'll be reading these out loud here just a little bit. People will tell you that you're going to be blackballed by the industry, that you're hurting other voiceover talent and the voiceover community. And it's all, not that I can read people's hearts and minds and know what their intention is, but what it does is it holds people back. People who want to succeed, who are trying to be innovative, who are trying to stay on the cutting edge of what's going on, and it holds them back. And it allows, and of course, those who have done this for eons and want to keep doing it the way they were doing it in 1985 would love for you not to do, and me not to do what we're doing now because they feel it makes it harder for them to do what they're doing. But as we all know, progress moves on, you know. So for instance, you can't survive in 2024 riding a horse and buggy. Well, if you're Amish, maybe you can. Maybe if you live in that sort of community that supports all that, great. But generally speaking, if you want to get around, you need an automobile. If you want a job, you need an automobile. If you want to, if you're working on like a school term paper, you don't want to use a typewriter. You want to use a computer. Thank goodness for that as well. Progress moves on. So why people keep trying to fight new stuff and hold you back, whatever. But there are two lies that you need to be aware of. Okay. Number one is this regarding Fiverr. And that is this, is that you cannot make any sort of decent money in Fiverr. It just can't be done. It's a lie. It's a verifiable lie. My daughter, Mallory, has made $500,000 recording voiceovers just, just on the Fiverr platform alone. Just on the Fiverr platform. It's her main source of income. She has other ways and other clients that she works for, but just on Fiverr alone, she's made $500,000. You can't tell me you cannot make money, on Fiverr. By the way, there are such things as Fiverr millionaires. People have made a million over. I don't know if there are any voiceover Fiverr millionaires, and perhaps Mallory will be the first to achieve that status. I hope she does. I don't know. But the point is this, it's verifiable that you can make a great deal of money. If you learn the platform and understand what you're doing, and you have the patience and tenacity to do it properly and to keep with it, you can make a lot of money on the platform. That's lie one. Lie number two is, okay, yeah, you can make some money, but the jobs, they suck and they pay terribly. Yesterday, and that's verifiably wrong as well. Just yesterday, I booked 2 jobs on Fiverr. Excuse me, just a moment here. This is Bill DeWeese morning voice. Not excuse me, not very pretty. You don't exactly get the best of me first thing in the morning. My apologies for that. So it's verifiably wrong that there are not good jobs and good paying jobs on Fiverr. As a matter of fact, better clients and better jobs are coming along all the time. It's part of the Fiverr business model, and they're working on growing that, and it continues to do that. Yesterday alone, I booked 2 jobs on Fiverr. One was a $425 job. The second was a $900 job. That's just yesterday. That's $1,325 booked yesterday on Fiverr. These are both, and I haven't looked that carefully at them. I just glanced at them. I'll be working on them today, but they both appear to be basic corporate, video narration type jobs. So these aren't like, 5-hour audiobooks or 3-hour audiobooks or 1-hour audiobooks, nothing like that. Just basic, corporate type stuff. Typical for those of you who've done this for any length of time, explainer videos, corporate videos, you know what I'm talking about. Again, that's verifiable. I can show you that. And not just that, but many, many other jobs over the past several years. The reason I say Fiverr's not paying me to say this, and this isn't just about Fiverr. It's about an attitude. It's a way that people approach things, and there's a mob mentality within pretty much every community has one. But within voiceover, there is a traditionalist, institutionalized group. That it's the biggest portion of that group. And then I'd say there are a few kind of figureheads within that group, and then there are a lot of followers who listen and then repeat everything they follow what they hear, then they repeat everything they hear, and it confuses a lot of people. And you're going to hear people say, not just about Fiverr, but about Upwork and anything that's kind of new or different or emerging, they're going to say, oh, no, 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 don't do that because you're going to hurt the voiceover community. People will blackball you. You can't make money doing that. Well, I'm here to tell you, yes, you can. We've done it. can verify it. And I want you to take full advantage of everything that's out there for you to be successful in voiceover. If you want to be a successful business person, let alone voiceover, but business person, you really have to take on a guerrilla marketing mentality. You have to be an opportunist. You have to watch for things that are emerging, what's happening, and what was good 5 years ago. That particular method or platform may not be as effective today, as it was. Like, for instance, the pay-to-play sites, they're still around, but they're not the big thing that they were 5 or 10 years ago. I'm not saying you shouldn't be on there. I'm not saying you can't make money on there. You can. But what I'm saying is there are new and emerging platforms and technologies. And 5 years from now, there will be newer yet things happening. Don't get stuck. Keep your mind open, keep your eyes and your ears open, watch for happening. Don't let people mislead you. Don't let them mislead you with half truths or with intimidation, but take full advantage of everything that's at your disposal to be successful in voiceover. That is how business happens. I'm not talking, and what I'm talking about is it's not unethical, it's not immoral, it's not illegal. It's good, proper, best business practices. And I'm saying this as an MBA, a former business consultant, a professor of business. These are, if you want to be successful, you not only can do these things, you must do these things if you want to survive and thrive, let alone thrive in voiceover. So when you hear the lies, yeah, you have one of two choices. You can, if you can fire back if you want. But usually what I do, I just turn away and just, the only reason I'm bringing it up is for your benefit. Otherwise, I have no participation in those communities. I don't want to. I don't have the time to waste on that kind of nonsense. So my advice is just turn your back, walk away, and only listen to the voices that are trying to help you succeed. And I'm not saying I'm the only voice trying to help you do that either. There's some folks out there who have their act together, who are trying to be helpful to people who are trying to grow in voiceover, and that's what I want for you: success in voiceover. So beware, not just the Fiverr lies, but anything you hear something, you got to vet that information. You got to think about it. You need to research it because not all that's said is gospel truth, not by a long shot. Hey, and by the way, thanks. We've got, 83 on. Wow, 83 in the live stream this morning. And about half of you, 42, have liked the video. So thanks. I so appreciate that. Like I said, it really tweaks the YouTube algorithm to share this video with people who are looking for good voiceover information. You guys are the best. Hey, congrats to Phil. He was first in this morning. Phil's checking in from Tokyo. Rusty, not Tokyo, but, pretty far up there, the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. Hey, Rusty. Rob is completing an audiobook today and podcast work. Going to be a great Wednesday. Wishing you a fun and profitable day, Bill. Well, thank you, Rob. Such a kind and encouraging soul that you are. I appreciate that. Sunny in Sardinia says, I can't believe I caught a live stream of yours before it even began. Sunny, believe it had happened, and I appreciate you. Thanks for being here. Mark, what's up in Wilmington, North Carolina? We've got GS checking in from Longview. Hey, Celeste, how are you in Newark, Delaware? Good to see you. Mr. Joe in the UK. You've become quite the regular, Joe. Thanks for being here. And we've got John saying, guess what day it is? You guys, you know what it is? Yeah, it's hump day. Phil's encouraging you to smash that like button. Thank you, Phil. Ethan says, good morning from sunny North York, Ontario. Scotty, good morning to you in Brookings, South Dakota. Jason, what's up in Kearney, Nebraska? Mike, Spanish Fort, Alabama. Nephi in Knoxville, Tennessee. Excuse me. Tanya in Chile, South Philly. Mark in very rainy Montreal. Oh, it's back up here. The stream is moving faster than I'm talking. Back. Wow, so many comments today. This is awesome, guys. And by the way, we're up to almost 60 likes. Fantastic. Thank you. Mike in Spanish Fort, Alabama. Jim in Memphis. Kevin, thank you for checking in today. Mark in California, Central Valley. Sandra, Dallas, Fort Worth. Melissa, San Diego. Wayne in Port Orchard, Washington. Sandra in Worthington, OHIO. Corey, Whitehall, Wisconsin. Marla in Texas. Let's see here. We've got Mary checking in from Southeast Louisiana. Josh in Grand Rapids, Michigan, telling everybody to smash that like button. Hey there, it's Matthew. It's a beautiful day in Grand Rapids, but I wouldn't know because I'm standing in a closet studio auditioning for anything that moves. That's the way you do it, Matthew. Way to go. Denise in Long Island, Kevin in Bangkok, Thailand. Just wanted to say thank you, Bill, for all the amazing career advice you've given over the years. Wow. Thank you very much for being here. And Kevin, I see you've got a question. I'm going to encourage you, if you would, to bring, I don't have time to hit all the questions every day. So I set aside Friday for that. So if you bring that back on Friday, I'll be glad to get into those questions. So Friday is traditionally our Q&A day. Ralph, good morning. And I'm glad to have you as part of the voiceover blueprint. And if you guys, those of you who aren't in my voiceover blueprint, which is my ongoing training, mentoring, support program, you are missing out on the most in-depth and comprehensive training program in the business. Link below in the description. Mike in York, Pennsylvania. I just got back from Las Vegas. I finished reading your newest book on the way back. Outstanding read. Hey, thank you, Mike. I appreciate that. Again, digital download available in the description. Joy in chilly but sunny Southfield, Michigan. David, good morning to you. Lexington, Kentucky. Rebecca in Michigan. Theo says, good morning to all from Branson, Missouri. Taking a few days off for a road trip. Fantastic, Theo. Hope you have a great time. John, good morning in cool Memphis. 59 degrees. Love it. Thanks for your info. JR saying, good morning from Austin, Texas. Heat wave Wednesday. Stay cool, everyone. Aaron, good morning in Columbia, Missouri. Nancy in South Dakota. John, 69 degrees, not 59 degrees. Hit the wrong, big fingers, hit the wrong buttons. You're forgiven. Let's see here. Thank you for all your help and sharing your own experiences with the audience. Thank you. And thank you, James, for checking in from Overcast, London. I assume that's London, UK, not London, Ontario. Jim had an account in Fiverr. They won't help me. Shut it down. Oh, Jim, I'm sorry to hear that. I would encourage you to start back up again. It can be anything, any kind of new platform can be frustrating until you learn to navigate your way around. And there's lots of help out there online. Mallory has a course on it. The website is MalloryFiverrTraining.com. MalloryFiverrTraining.com. That's a Fiverr with 2 R's. Check that one out. That's my daughter who's made $500,000 on Fiverr recording voiceovers. Patty, hello to you in Palm Desert, California. Charisse and sunny, breezy, high desert, Southern California. Hello, Mr. Deweese. My dream job is voice acting and voiceovers. I've watched your videos for years. Someday when I save enough money, I'm going to make a small voiceover room and try a side hustle. Caleb, I hope you do that. Do that sooner rather than later, for sure. For me, it's the audio editing that I struggle with. You know, like anything new, there's a learning curve. And that's one of the things that we address all that stuff, by the way, in the voiceover blueprint. Recording, editing, setting levels, setting up your studio. We cover all aspects from A to Z. Tim, good morning to you in Altoona. Just finished an easy Fiverr job that paid very well. Tim, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you for sharing that. Another member of the VoiceOver Blueprint, by the way. Emily, what's up in San Antonio? Dacia in Buffalo. Jess in Austin, Texas. Fiverr was the very first platform my VO teacher recommended, along with Don't Quit Your Day Job. Glad people are open-minded and helpful. Yes, indeed, Jess. Hey, Philadelphia. What's up? Jim, a bunch of these work sites don't have job title category for voice talent, voiceover, etc. Well, work with the ones that you can. And I think even though they may not have that category, I'm guessing there are workarounds for that. And I'm just talking off the top of my head right now. But don't give up easily. Terry, good morning to you in Falston, Maryland. He says, you are spot on this morning. Keep giving us inspiration. Thank you, Terry. I appreciate the feedback. Amisha says, happy hump day from South Carolina. Hey, Amisha. Clay, what's up? Always sharing the best advice. I'm checking in from Japan. Glad to have you here as well. A couple of folks representing from Japan this morning. Again, Japan for me, night for you. Good morning, Bill. Question. Okay, again, I'm going to, if you would, again, I'm not trying to put you off, but if you could bring your questions back on Friday, I'll give dedicated time to answering the questions. This will just allow me to make sure I get through and give shout outs to everybody. Steve, I opened an account on Fiverr. I began with zero experience and knowledge base. Since then, I've made $22,000 in Fiverr. Yeah, way to go, Steve. Dave, fantastic. David in Gardner, Kansas. David also in Hamilton, Canada. Wally, great day to the VO world from Annapolis, Maryland. New Mexico checking in today. We've got Palm Desert. Alan, how are you doing? Megan in Manitoba, Canada. David says, go Bucks. Oh, man, I'm so excited. So excited for football season. Bears and the Buckeyes. And then I'll throw the Bengals in as the third there too. But Bears, Buckeyes, and Bengals, those are my football passions. When you grow up in Ohio, you are indoctrinated. If you grew up near Columbus like I was, you are so indoctrinated into the Buckeye culture, you bleed scarlet and gray for the rest of your life. You can't help but. Kendall, good morning to you in Ohio, Reds territory. Boy, I wish it had been a better year for the Reds, but good to have you checking in today, Kendall. Kevin, good to see you this morning. Let's see here. We've got, Australia in the house this morning. Fantastic. Sydney, specifically. Good to have you here. Troy, working out, listening to your knowledge. Thank you, Troy. It's Chris in Baltimore tuning in. Recent coaching improved my hire rate. Yep, there you go. Got to stay sharp. Uh, somebody giving a shout out to the Eagles. I assume that's the Philadelphia Eagles. Yeah, they have a pretty good team as well. Hey, Tony, what's up in Cincinnati? And let's see here. We've got Liabona checking in from South Africa. Liabona, thank you for being here. I certainly appreciate it. Guys, thank you for being here. We've got 74 people on the live stream right now, 68 likes. It's not 100%, but it's so very close. So that's amazing to me. 74 people on, 68 likes. Your support of this channel is just and up to 69 now. Blows my mind. And again, thanks to you, this channel, this information, these training videos, these encouraging videos will be sent out to people who are searching. There are people out there just like you were weeks ago, months ago, years ago, who are trying to figure this thing out, who are trying to navigate we're up to 71 likes now, by the way, 3 short of 100% participation. They're out there navigating their way, trying to figure out what's what. And in one ear, they're hearing people say, no, don't do that. You're going to be blackballed. Yeah, not just Fiverr, but it could be a number of things. And then occasionally they're going to trip over something that's going to be helpful, like these videos, but only when you like and you share. And we have 74 people on, 72 likes. So guys, again, from the bottom of my heart, thanks. You guys are the best. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning.